Welcome to Learning English with Leanne, Help with Writing. This video will help you to write a narrative, an advanced recount. This video is for intermediate, upper intermediate, certificate 3 English students. Stages of a narrative. So let's look at how the stages of a narrative work. So you can see we start with the orientation, which is the setting and our characters. We need to paint a picture of where we are, who we're with. Then we're leading up to actions that become a problem or an unexpected event. After the problem, we have rising actions. So the problem causes things to happen. And then we reach the climax, the big bang of our story. But we can't end a story with a climax. We have to then write about the actions that follow this climax, and of course the ending to our story. How to start the orientation. So there are some things we must write about for a good orientation. So first is setting the scene. Where and when does the story take place? Describe in detail where you are. Try to paint a picture for your reader to see the setting. We must describe the characters. Describe who is in the story. Give descriptions of each person. Include things like appearance, personality or attitude, the relationships of the characters. If there's something unique about the characters, we want to paint a picture of these people for our readers to see. And also we have to talk about the events that lead to the problem. So describe what or why you or they are at the place, but don't introduce the problem yet. That comes later. Stage 2 of our writing from the problem to the climax. Introduce the problem. What is the problem and how did it happen? What are the rising actions? So the results of the problem. Does the problem grow? Does it cause other problems? What are the growing dramas or dangers? And then we have the climax, the peak or the big dramatic point in the story. This is the wow or the oh no moment in our story. So here's an example of stage 2 for us to look at, because stage 2 of the writing can be quite difficult to begin with. So this first paragraph is setting the scene of where we are and what we're doing before the unexpected event or the problem occurs. We had been hiking along the trail for about an hour, enjoying the beautiful scenery. The trail was difficult and narrow in places, and we were steadily climbing high up into the mountains. So I've set my scene for my problem. Suddenly I began to feel very dizzy and ill. I had to stop and sit down because I felt like I was about to faint. I was extremely hot, my ears were ringing, and my vision was blurry. So this paragraph here introduces the problem, but it also gives us a bit more detail about the problem. So I could say I was very dizzy and ill, but I want to give more details. So I had to stop and I had to sit. I felt like I was going to faint. I'm building and adding more drama and more detail to my problem. John noticed my distress and rushed to my side. He asked, "Are you okay? And what's wrong?" I couldn't reply as I was getting worse and I felt that I was going to pass out at any moment. So you can see there's some rising actions happening now. Things are changing, things are happening because of the problem. My head was spinning and I felt myself falling. The last thing I remember was hearing John call out to the others, and then I must have fainted. So here's my climax. I've built some rising actions, added a bit more detail, and then, oh no, I've fainted. My climax has hit. We now have to decide, is this this the problem and the climax? Maybe there could be more. Is there more to come? If there's more, the writer must build to the climax. So what happens next? Does something else go wrong? Do things get worse? Do they set up shelter for the night? Do they try to get down from the mountain? Do they split up and someone goes for help? So we could continue to build more rising actions and come to a different climax if you want to add more to this story. And the final stage in our writing is our resolution and the end. So the story cannot end at the climax. We have to tell our readers the actions that follow the climax and give the ending to the story. So some ideas on this story. Does a rescue team come to their aid? Do they safely get out of the mountains? How does this happen? Where is everyone at the end? Is everyone safe? Are they in hospital or safe back in the hotel or home? Is it a happy ending? It doesn't have to be. It could end in a compromise, deal, or sad ending. When writing a narrative, make sure your narrative has all three stages, from start to finish, to build a good narrative. Thanks for watching. Please like, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. To subscribe, press the button in the corner. Thank you.